Hello everybody! In this video I'm going to make body butter, and in this recipe I'm going to use two butters that usually are kind of troublesome. It's Shea butter and Kokum butter. I noticed that if I melt Shea or Kokum and then just let solidify in the fridge, it will have a small sand-like inclusions. And I found out that because each butter has different acids chains, and every acid has its own temperature at which it solidifies, and because temperature is different for each acid chain, it causes this inconsistency in finished product or when butter solidifies. But there is a solution, and it's very simple. When you melt the butter and then put it in the fridge or it sits on the countertop, you have to stir it from time to time. And in this case, it's gonna be smooth and really nice. So I started this recipe by melting separately shea butter and Kokum with mango. So I melted separately softer butter and then harder butters. And while they were melting, I mixed all my carrier oils. I decided not to add any kind of fragrance or essential oil in this particular butter, but it's possible otherwise. It smells kind of nutty. It's not bitter, it's not sweet, it's kind of neutral. After my hard butters melted, I let Kokum and mango sit on the counter at room temperature, and I put shea butter in the fridge. And I pulled it out first time, I stirred it. Second time, I just rolled it in this bowl, and then now it's I would say solidified enough, and I will scrape it and start whipping. When I was developing this recipe, my goal was to make butter that will have kind of yellowish color, but it will be natural, not from a colorant. I wanted it to be unscented. I wanted it to have kind of higher melting point. I didn't want to make whipped butter. And I wanted to be vegan, and in other words, as natural as possible. And in order to achieve yellow color, I used yellow shea butter and mostly all oils, probably besides castor oil, that have yellow or kind of orange color, like sea buckthorn. As you can see, at first shea butter was yellow, but now it changed color to kind of nice yellowish, like white with a yellowish tint. And here I'm gonna be blending it, not in order to achieve kind of whipped consistency, but more like I have mentioned in the beginning, to avoid these tiny particles to form. Now, little by little, I will start adding my hard butters. And as you can see here, even though they were sitting on the counter at room temperature, nevertheless, they started to solidify. I have 66 degrees inside the house, and you can see it starts solidifying, I would say, pretty fast. So after blending it really good, now I can finally add my carrier oils, my liquid oils. And now I will add just mixed tocopherols, and will be the last ingredient. Well, I love the final result. I love this butter. I'm using it, and this is one of my favorites. I totally forgot to thank you for watching, and wanted to ask you to subscribe and help me build my channel. And I hope you find my videos educating, maybe helpful, maybe you find out something new. Well, as you can see here, the butter is not really greasy, even though I did not add any starch or arrowroot. And here I'm applying it on dry skin, even though usually I apply, and I suggest to apply on damp skin. And this is after probably 10 minutes. And this is after sitting on the counter for about 20 minutes. So this is the final consistency.